Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And as you can see today, we have a very special guest. She is actually my very first guest here on my channel. And also, maybe I'm also going to release this as one of my podcast episode. That's none other than my very beautiful sister, Michelle.
Hi everyone.
Yeah,
I'm
would you
so
like to briefly introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. I'm Michelle Kwok Rianto. I'm the younger sister of Diane. Hello.
Yeah, and she just recently moved to Canada, right?
Yes,
Yeah, a couple of
yes.
months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago I already moved here in Vancouver.
Yeah. So today, we are going to do a vlog together. It's going to be our very first collaboration as sisters and vloggers. For my content, I've decided to do questions I've never asked my sister.
Nakakakaba naman yan. Anong mga questions?
So in here, in my channel, we are doing the questions I've never asked my sister. And on her channel, we are also making another content, but you have to find that out. So please also check her channel,
Yes.
which is Mitch Kwok on YouTube.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm Mitch Kwok on YouTube, so you just subscribe to my channel and watch my videos.
Yeah, she
That's
she
long.
makes very informational videos about like moving to Canada, the process, how to go there, what it's like to live there.
I'm very new to YouTube. I'm very new to vlogging. I'm still actually learning so much. But yeah, I've already released some videos about our move here in Canada. So yeah, you can watch those.
I prepared some questions here that I want to ask her that I've never asked her before. Okay, so shall we go to the very first question?
Okay.
All right, so number one question.
Game
Okay,
na?
yes, game na. Are you ready?
Yeah, game.
Okay, game. So, since we've mentioned a while ago that recently you moved to Canada, so how are you at this time of transitioning?
I'm okay. Actually staying here for 2 months now. I moved last April. And at first, because I've never been in another country to live outside from Manila. I grew up in Manila, but I've never been like more than a month in a different country. So this is my actually yung very first time ko na umalis ng bansa. So at first it was challenging because we don't have a house yet. So we stayed in an Airbnb for a month and then we moved to another house. And then finally now we're living in our third house. Imagine sa 2 months na yon, we moved to in our third house already. But so far, so good. I'm here. I'm studying. I'm taking up my post degree for business ad. So aside from that, I'm also doing my part-time job here. So far it's so good. I'm here with my husband actually.
So far, so good. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, let's go naman to number two questions, which is about us as sisters. Okay. So, how would you describe our relationship?
I feel like you're my best friend. Ever since we were still kids, we've always been like the best friends. And I'm so thankful that I grew up having you by my side. Kasi syempre it's hard like we grew up in a broken home. So it's really important that you have, like strong family beside you as you grow old. So I'm very lucky that not just that I have a sister na who will guide me, who will, go through the challenges with me. At the same time, I have a best friend. I know that, in every season of my life, there is someone who would constantly be there for me. So I think our relationship, if I will describe it, you're the person who's always been constant in my life. And I knew, like, in the long run, even if I grew older, I will always have that someone because I have you. So I think that's our relationship. That's how I would describe it. Uy, ba't
Nakaka-touch.
naiyak ka? Umiyak ka
Nakaka-touch
dun. Second
naman.
question pa lang yan.
Yeah, baka bigla
Yeah,
akong maiyak.
pero
Yeah.
yeah, yun yung feeling ko like, we are best friends. Although, syempre, the same as other people na may mga kapatid, nag-aaway din naman tayo. No? But right now, since we're living so far apart, so we try to connect as much as possible. So yeah.
Yeah. Same. You are my constant and you're my best friend, Nox. Yeah.
Ayun ka.
Anyway, okay. Number 3. Okay, what's your favorite childhood memory of us?
Best childhood memory would be kasi growing up we used to stay in one bedroom, right, with my brother. So before, maliit lang yung house namin, so we all stay in one room. And sa isang sahig lang ata kami, may kutsyon lang kami. So we
Uh,
will just sleep like my brother, my sister, and then ako.
mm,
So lahat kami tabi-tabi. So lagi pagka gabi, lagi kaming dalawang nagkukwentuhan, tapos magse-cellphone kaming dalawa sa gabi. So minsan pag kahit nakakumot ka, 'di ba, nakikita yung light. Tapos yung mama namin, shh, shh, cellphone na yan. Yung mga ganon. So yung feeling ko yung mga wala akong favorite na isa lang na memory, but our childhood will be growing up, we always sleep beside each other. Like, never ending yung mga conversations namin, yung mga pillow talk. May ganun ba? May ganun ba sa
pillow
sisters?
talk.
Pillow talk. So, lagi kami may ganun, like at night, like kung ano-ano lang yung pinag-uusapan natin, right? So, I think
Mm.
those are the memories that I miss the most now because ever since that we moved out, like we never had those. We never had those already na we would sleep together at night, we will just talk or at saka ano pala, when we were living together before, she would always choose the clothes that I would wear when we were going out. Kasi sabi nila, baduy daw ako magdamit. So, siya yung lagi nag-dress up sa akin. So, tamad na tamad ako. Like, minsan nagtatantrums ako na, ayoko na umalis. Pero kasi siya, gagawin niya, she would choose the clothes that I would wear for that day. And yun na, parang I would feel good kasi feeling ko, ay, ang ganda ko kasi siya yung nagbihis sa akin. Diba?
Totoo, na kapag aalis kami, tapos syempre magpe-prepare na ng clothes, ganyan. Ayaw niya yun. Parang susumpungin na siya. Parang, ayoko na umalis. Wala naman ako masuot eh. Ganyan.
Yeah,
Yun.
I hate that. I
Mm-mm.
don't know, but before I really hate dressing up. But I
Mm-mm.
did not enjoy it a bit. So, siya kasi very parang fashionista siya ever since we were kids. So, siya yung lagi kong, ikaw na lang pumili ng clothes ko. Even shopping, yeah, actually isa din yun sa mga na-miss ko. Shopping with you because siya nga talaga yung pumipili ng mga clothes na binibili ko and sinusuot ko. So, when she left, wala na. Wala nang nag-mission sa net. So, yeah. Those are like a lot of childhood memories. Hindi lang pala isa ang nabanggit
Mm.
ko.
Okay. Ako naman, yung favorite childhood memory ko of us is yung kunwari after na magligo sa gabi, tapos magdi-dinner na, ganyan, tapos nakapajama na tayo, tapos magper-perform tayo sa harap nila mama at papa, 'di ba? Tapos parang magko-choreograph tayo ng sayaw or parang pipili tayo ng song na kakantahin tapos ipa-practice natin tapos before bedtime, magpe-perform tayo sa harap ni mama tsaka ni papa. Naalala mo ba 'yun?
Hindi ko masyado maalala yun, pero naalala ko yung one time na sinusuot mo yung kumot. Tapos
Oo.
feeling mo ikaw yung America's Next Top Model. Yung ewan ko kung meron din kayong gano'n na kapatid na parang ginagawang pang-fashion yung kumot. So, iniikot-ikot.
That's true. Okay, number 4. I think it's quite a deep question, and I've never asked you this one. So this is the first time malalaman ko yung sagot. What was the biggest insecurity you had as a teenager?
Nothing really in particular na insecurity. Physically, feeling ko wala.
Wow, ganda ni
Well,
girl.
parang, ano kasi, siguro one of the things na naaalala ko, growing up, na having a sister that's very bright, na excelling lagi sa school, and then yung ano natin, yung age gap kasi natin, very close lang. So, if you guys don't know, we're just like 9 months apart. So, um, siguro growing up, I'm always being compared to you. And
Mm-mm.
that means that I'm being compared to someone always better than me. So, but that doesn't like mean na tinitake ko yun against you or nag-hold ako ng grudge at any point in our relationship. Never. But more on asar. Asar pala. No, parang ano lang. Parang
Busit ka pala sa akin.
hindi,
Ngayon ko lang
more
nalaman all these
lagi lang
years.
akong kino-compare. Lagi lang, siguro pag may sister kasi kayo, lagi kayong kino-compare, 'di ba? Sa isa't isa. But
Mm-mm.
between us, our relationship were never affected by it, by the comparison. And yun, kahit bata pa kami, we always knew that we're not competing against each other at any level. Parang at any point.
Mm-mm.
So, parang wala naman talaga akong super insecurity na dinamdam
Mm-mm.
during my teenage years.
Ah, okay.
Parang wala naman.
So parang naiinis ka lang dun sa mga times na nako-compare tayo to each other.
Oo, siguro nako-compare. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. All right. Number 5. What's the worst fight we've ever had? Kung may
We've
naaalala
ever
ka.
had,
Yeah,
the
the
two
two
of
of
us.
us. Yeah.
Did you ever fight? Like seriously fight? Because before, when we were kids, we fight about the
Clothes.
smallest clothes,
Sinusuot mo
toys.
yung mga damit ko.
Yeah, clothes, toys. But now that we grew older, I'm not sure if we ever nag-away ba tayo?
Parang I don't
Parang
think
no.
so. Yeah, parang we've never fought nung adults na tayo as adults, parang no, I don't think so. Yung mga bata tayo, o
Yeah.
parang nagagalit ka sa akin, kinukurot mo ko from behind kapag ayaw kong sulatin yung Chinese na shadi. Yung may Chinese writing sa sulat mo ko. Tapos kapag
I
ayaw ko
think
gawin,
I think high school, parang starting high school, hindi na tayo nag-aaway nung nung grabeng away.
yeah.
Like wala na tayong away after high school. Our relationship got deeper and deeper starting high school, I think.
Yeah, I
So
think so
parang
too.
hindi tayo nag-away ever.
Yeah.
Diba? Ang ganda ng relationship ng takbo ng relationship pala natin. No? Looking back at it, ganda ng relationship natin magkapatid. Wala, proud ako.
Hindi lang nila alam yung mga sabutan, sabunutan.
Parang kahit sagutan, hindi, super ikling sagutan lang. Pero walang mali.
That's right. Okay. Number 6. Okay. So this one, maybe I've asked you this one before, but I can't remember your answer. But for you, what is my best and worst quality?
Worst muna tayo. Kasi parang mas marami ako naisip.
Ganadong-ganado ka sa worst, ah. Parang bigla kang nabuhay nung sinabing worst.
Parang madami yung worst. Worst qualities mo would be, sometimes, you're shy to say things from your heart, lalo pag galit ka. Like it's a good thing and a bad thing, but sometimes you tend to really hold back, and even if the situation calls for it, you don't shout out your opinion, your feelings. If you're hurting, you don't, parang there's a resistance or parang may reservation ka saying the things na what could have been said at that moment. Parang you choose not to speak, you choose to just hurt, to feel the hurt, yung ganon na okay, hurt na lang ako kahit na ginawa niyo. Ganon siya kahit na ginawa na siya ng masama, she will choose to stay quiet, which is, for me, hindi ko yun super gusto.
Yeah, I agree. Ganun ako kapag when I'm angry, I just shut up, I just go to sleep, and I shut the world out.
You don't talk it out.
Yeah.
Parang you will talk it out a year later when it's no longer relevant.
Yeah. When it's no longer needed. Yeah, that's true.
Siguro yun yung not really the worst, but it could have been improved yon, the situation. The best quality, I would say a lot. Right now, if I would say, you're very inspirational. Parang I would always like look up to you na parang you don't notice it because maybe because that's you don't notice it, pero parang in the perspective of other people like me from the outside, I see you like very inspirational, like you do all these things, like you do vlogging, you're very creative, you have an outlet for your creativity, and that's parang very inspirational to me. Like you always try to put yourself outside your box and try new things that I would never try. Without you knowing, you get to inspire people around you. So I think yun. Parang you don't know that charm. Parang you don't appreciate it. Or you just don't know about it. Parang, okay, ganun pala ako. But yeah, on my perspective, yun, parang very inspirational, very, like, I always look up to you. Like, in every way.
Aw, thank you, Sizzy.
That's,
You
yeah,
want me to answer that question for you also? Or wala kang, wala kang pake? Charot.
Yung best na
Okay.
lang, yung best.
Yung best na lang, huwag na yung worst.
Best and worst.
So,
Ano
let's start with the worst ba or with the best?
Sige, bababain mo muna yung moral ko bago pataas.
Para iaangat ulit.
Para iangat mo lang ulit.
I think the worst, honestly, it's so hard for me to answer that kasi wow, napakabuting tao. Well, for me, it's not the worst, but it's just something that's the first thing that came up to my mind is that you're very stubborn, which could be a good thing, which could also be a bad thing. Like if you are set to do something, you're really going to do it without listening to other people. Parang matigas yung ulo mo. Kung ano yung gusto mong gawin, gagawin mo. Yun, yung parang kahit sabihin ni mama, wag mong gagawin yan. Ay, opposite gagawin niya. Sige, gagawin ko to. Sabi mo, wag ha. Ganon, sige. Yun, I think that one, you can be hard-headed. But that's also a good thing in a way kasi you're sure of yourself. You know what you want and you follow your heart, I guess. I think your best quality is that you're very loving and very authentic. Yeah. Parang you don't try to be somebody else that you're not. And then you're also very loving. Kasi ako, honestly, yun yung struggle ko. Like, when I love, I try to reserve. Yeah, parang hold myself back. Pero ikaw, you're all out. You're very generous and loving people. And you're very accepting of them. Yun. Yun, girl.
Yun lang ba?
Yun na. Okay, next.
Thank you for that, Cynthia.
Okay, number 7. Okay. This question, again, I've never asked you this one, so I'm very interested to know. Okay, so number 7, what did you honestly feel when I told you I'm leaving for Japan? Or like what was going on in your mind that time? And did you ever wish I just stayed?
Initially, I felt sad because it parang selfish thoughts actually. So I had to like step back for a while and like think about
girl?
Hindi pa naman. Like teka lang.
Uy, ba't parang nag-emotional ka ulit?
Hindi ako mag-answer nga.
Dali na.
Kasi naman eh. Wait. Na siguro because when you left, when you parang yung when you decide na aalis na ako, I will go to Japan. So syempre yung initial thought ko was I felt sad. I felt like part of me was leaving. Parang part of me, you took part of me with you. Nung pinanganak tayo, ever since that day and when we grow up, we were never apart. I remember our cousins would always say to us, bakit ikaw hindi ka pwedeng sumama mag-isa lang? Dapat kailangan partner kayo lagi. So we were that. We were that na parang we always together in every occasion, in sa lahat ng bagay. So when you told me na alis na ako, I will go to Japan. Initially, I thought selfishly lang everything na mawawala sa akin. Yun naisip ko, parang mawalan ako ng ng sister, kasi physically you won't be there. Parang who would go shopping with me, who would everything, ang lahat parang nawala. Nakakainis naman yung question. Ano naman yung question na yan? Pero yun.
Ito pala ang magpapaiyak sa iyo.
Pero initially, it was all selfish thoughts, like all about myself, all about me. Yun lang, yung parang ano yung mawawala sa akin. But I had to like step back and reevaluate myself, that I shouldn't be selfish. I did not tell you about it but that's what I felt. But when I'm already okay, I know I cannot hold you back, because that's a time when you have decided to go after your dreams, to go after what you want in life. And if you love someone, you cannot hold them back if they want to do those things. And because it's harder when they're beside you and they're not reaching what they want, they're not doing what they want, and you're just there beside them, to satisfy yourself. Ayokong to be in a situation na ako pa yung mag-hold back sa'yo, because among anyone or kung sino man sa lahat ng tao sa buhay mo, ako yung pinaka-huli na mag-hold back sa'yo, na maging whoever you want to be. So after recollecting everything, after like being okay, I have to say that, yeah, go after your dream. I will be the first one cheering you on, even if deep inside na, oh, yung layo niya na, ganyan-ganyan, I don't know when will I get to see you again. But yeah, those were my thoughts. Ang haba ng sagot. But yun yung initial thoughts.
Yeah, that's very valid, like how you felt that moment. Actually, that's how I felt also when you got married. Like a big part of me was like, oh my God, yeah, taken away. So parang ganun din. Okay.
Because physically, we're not going to be together. Siguro yun yung pinaka-hard for me.
Yeah. Okay, next. Number 8. Okay, medyo doon naman tayo sa medyo positive after ka paiyakin. Number 8. Okay, what's the most special moment we've shared as sisters for you?
Special? Ang hirap ng mga questions. Yung pinaka-special would be like growing up with each other, basically as sisters, like having someone beside you in all seasons of your life. Like you're never alone, because having a sister, I feel like I've never been alone in my life. Even if I'm sad, even if I reach the peak of my success, I feel like there's always someone beside me and I'll never be alone. Siguro yun.
Ganda. Ganda ng sagot mo, girl, ha? Yeah. Okay. We are down to our last 2 questions. So, patapos na.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 9. Okay. Do you consider yourself successful now? Is there anything else that you want to achieve?
I think as we grow older, the definition of success will take on a different meaning already. Previously, when we were still young or high school, ganyan, we would always think about success as money, material things, fame, and all that. But as I grew older and I had those material things, I realized that hindi pala ganun lang yung kailangan mo sa life. I feel like being successful for me is like you never give up on the challenges of life. So success is not just a big thing, it's small wins daily. So that's how I would define it. Like if you just never give up, you try to be an influence to other people, you give meaning to their lives, and you make an impact to the community, you have peace in your heart. Yun yung feeling kong success sa akin. Yung being happy and contented to where you are right now.
Nax.
Thank you.
May wisdom. May wisdom na talaga si girl. Ibang-iba na siya. Yeah. But is there anything else that you want to achieve? Like maybe having kids?
Of course. Definitely, I still want to achieve more and more. more and more. I think I'm a futuristic person. So I always plan ahead. I always have like this 5-year plan, 10-year plan, the things that I want to do. And actually right now, that's why I moved here in Vancouver because there's goals na I want to achieve. But right now, hindi na lang yung goal ko, but with sa akin and my husband and the family that we wanted to grow soon. So yon. Of course, there are a lot of things that I still want to achieve.
Okay. All right. So we are on our last question. And this is actually the very first question that I've made. Kasi ito talaga yung parang pinaka-curious ako. So, at saka ito rin yung pinaka-favorite question ko among all these questions. So, number 10, when you pray for me, what do you pray about?
When I pray about you, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this to you. There are days or there are moments that I would pray and it's totally about you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, usually because when we pray, like it's a collective prayer, like Lord, thank you for this day. I pray for this, and that. But there were days that I would pray that all my prayer would just be about you. And the prayer would be that I hope that lagi kang okay. That's my parang laging prayer. Na because I'm not there beside you, parang I won't be able to physically take care of you.
Iyak ka
So
na naman, girl, ah.
wala pa nga eh. So yun yung lagi kong prayer siguro na sana lagi siyang okay. Parang Lord, ikaw na yung bahala sa kanya. Sana lagi siyang okay. Sana lagi kang nandyan para sa kanya kasi wala ako. In all aspects of your life, I have different prayers about you having someone beside you. You know that. I pray about that. I pray about your career. Where would God lead you next? Your finances, how it will grow, how you would bless more and more people like me. No, just kidding. Like your health, I hope that you're far away and you live alone. And
Yeah.
that's one of the hardest thing for me is like when I think about you getting sick and no one is there for you, you have to take care of yourself. So yon, I always pray for your health, that you're always okay, you always eat on time. Just be healthy. So that in everything that you do, I just pray that your faith will always be there, and yung faith mo kay God hindi siya nag-wither, and as you grow older you'll be able to accept the timing of the Lord in your life. So we won't be able to get everything that we want in the timeline that we want, but yon, sometimes because I know what you're going through, because we always talk about those things. I pray for God's intervention in that aspect of your life. And yon, I just always pray that the Lord will give you the strength to just carry on, just because this too will pass. Sana there will be a time that I will be there for you again. So yun din yung prayer ko. Sana one day we will be together again and do what we used to do. We will do sisterly things that we used to do. So I look forward to that. Those are like my constant prayers.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah. Okay, so thank you. We finished all the questions and I really enjoyed it. This is probably one of my favorite vlogs and podcast episode ever. I've learned new things about you kahit na all our lives we've been together and we've known each other. It's always refreshing to know, more and more about you. So thank you for guesting here on my channel.
Thank you for having me. I hope that the viewers or like the listeners would, pick up one or two takeaways from this vlog or this podcast.
Yeah.
And learn something from it. Kahit na wala naman masyadong laman yung sinabi ko.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah. So thank you, Suzy. And I'll hope I will see you again soon.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.